Yeah. And we are back with another one. We right here watching the Grizzlies Lakers fourth quarter game. What's this game 5? We're gonna talk about it. That and more right after this. Yeah, baby, we here. We back. I don't see. I'm trying to find where sitting politic at tonight. I don't see him. No, I've been looking for him. He over here look like the Lakers about to drown in this one. They down 22 points. 84 to 106. Like we always do, we'll go over the stats right now. Let's see. Where we at? Where we at? Yeah. Um, let's see. For the Lakers, Anthony Davis, 24 points, 11 for 19, efficient, 14 rebounds. That's great. LeBron James, 15 points, 5 for 14, inefficient, 1 for 7 from the three, -9 on the plus minus. 5 turnovers, folks. 5 turnovers. The other night he had a spectacular game, but he only had 1 turnover. 5 turnovers, people. 5 turnovers, five assists. Austin Reeves, 12 points, 15 points. He just hit a three, 4 for 12. D'Angelo Russell, 11 points, 4 for 11. Vanderbilt, 7 points. Schroeder, 0. If you're giving me 19 minutes, you got to give me something more than 0 points. Meaning, I need some assists or something. He's a -20. My God. D'Angelo Russell and LeBron James are the only two that are their plus minus is negative in the starting lineup. My goodness. Schroeder, you got to have more than 0 points and 1 assist there, buddy. 0 points, 1 assist, 1 turnover. Stop it. Oh, 0 turnovers. I'm sorry. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 0 turnovers, 1 steal. Look, he has to do better than that. That's ridiculous. Anyway, going over to the Grizzlies. Bane leading all scores, 33 points, 12 for 21, 4 for 9 from the three, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, plus 19 on the plus minus, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers. That's pretty doggone good right there. Bane, I was saying somebody else other than Durant need to be able to create their own shot or do something to that extent. And look like Bane is that guy. I mean, I know I said the other night that he kind of didn't look like that guy, but I guess I was wrong because he does handle the ball a lot. He helps control the team, control the floor of the offense. I'm sorry, and that's spectacular. Bang, 33 points. I wonder if that's a playoff high. Then we got John Morant, 29 points, 13 for 24. That's efficient. 2 for 5 from the three, 1 for 2 from the line, plus 20 on the positive of it, positive negative, plus minus, my bad. 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers. Jaren Jackson, 16 points, 4 for 9 from the from the field goal line. I meant 4 for 9 from the field, 2 for 4 from the three, 6 for 6 from the line, 9 rebounds. Brooks, 8 points, 3 for 13, 2 for 8 from the three. Tillman, 4 points, 5 rebounds. Kennard, 6 points. Tyrus Jones, 3 points. Aldama, 7 points. Whoever that is, I don't know who that is. Oh, I see an old boy. I think he had a 3 too. Yeah, he had a 3. So anyway, right now the Lakers getting ran out the gym. So, but the tough thing to do, because I'm assuming the Grizzlies going to hold on and win this game. They're up 21 points. Let's say. I'm assuming The Grizzlies going to hold on to win this game, but they must remember they gotta go back to LA. LA gonna be crunk. Let me tell you, on a closeout game, LA gonna be crunk. But if any team can come back and win, there's two teams, Memphis and the Bucks. I think the Bucks have a better chance of coming back to win their series against Miami than Memphis actually does, to be honest. But this team they can beat this team. They can beat this team. The Lakers have, I think, a little bit more offensively. I think they have more go-to offensively. They got Braun. Austin Reeves do a little something. And they got AD. If the Lakers are playing on all cylinders, Memphis can't beat them. If the Lakers are actually playing on all three cylinders, all 3, 4, 5, 6, however many they got, 8 cylinders. Memphis, I don't think they can beat the Lakers. But if oh Lord, LeBron just shot an air ball. But that's the way I feel. Sit in politics. Where you at, man? Sit in politics. Where are you? Sit in politics. I'm calling you out. Where are you? Huh? Sit. Come on, man. I need somebody to talk to. Sit in politics. Anybody want to jump on here? You know what I'm saying? Sit in politics tripping. I ain't trying to do that. My bad. But I need sit in politics to come on through. He been talking all that noise. His boy having a bad game, a not so great game, 5 turnovers. Where he at? Let me put this thing in Facebook. Maybe somebody come talk to me. All these cats be talking that noise when they team winning. But see, I have to sit up here and talk about it and talk positive about their team even when they losing. You know what I'm saying? But nobody want to get in front of that camera and talk their ish. I'll do it though. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. I'm trying to type this in Facebook. Anthony Davis down. Again. I mean, what's new? I don't even know how he failed in. He falling. That wasn't a foul or nothing. 3-yard dot. No. FC. 3, 2, 2, C. Come on. Hey, where you at, Carl? Sit in politics. I'm calling you. You ain't ready for that smoke. You ain't ready for that smoke, man. That's what it is. I know what you be doing. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I got it in there. So anybody on Facebook want to come through, come on through. But I need some politics to come on and answer these questions. What's going on with your boys now? See, that's the thing I don't like. People talk all that noise on Facebook, Snap. No, I don't have no Snapchat. They talk all that noise on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere else. Anywhere else. But they don't want to get up here and talk about it. That's the part I don't like. You know what I'm saying? You got your team, you got your players, you got your players. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But nobody want to sit up here and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Jackson need to calm down. Stop fouling. Stop fouling. About to throw the game away. AD 28 points right now. You know what I'm saying? But if they can hold on, they keep on messing up here. The Lakers gonna make a little run. AD can't make no free throws anyway. Just like LeBron, he don't make no free throws. Y'all talking all that noise. That's why y'all be killing me. If I was talking about Mike, I'm jumping on. I'm jumping on. If Mike was playing, I'm jumping on. Know what I'm saying? Where's let me go find. I'm sending him a text right now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, send him a text. He ain't gonna jump on. He's scared. He's scared. He ain't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? Give me a drink. Your savior, Austin Reeves. Didn't really do nothing. Now we got some guy I never heard of. Braun sitting out. Braun, I gave it up. Dang, Braun. I bet if they was up, Braun wouldn't be sitting down. I bet if they were up, LeBron would not be sitting down right now. He'll be over there trying to stat pad. Let me get me a couple more points. Let me get me a couple more assists and points. That's what he'd be doing. Get him, John. Get him, Ja. Hey, yeah, they got a 14-point lead. Lakers gonna mess around and come back if they can't get no rebounds. Oh, he traveled. Stop it. They belling these boys out. They are belling them out right now. They are, and this is another reason why the Lakers should have been playing every other day, just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? When is the next game, man? Let's see. Yeah. What's up, Andretti? Deuce will get in here. But old boy don't want to get in here. He been in here all every other time the Lakers win. Yeah. Sitting politic. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check him out, man. But he, you know what I'm saying? He over there faking, man. Y'all seen him on here the other 2 nights. On here talking about these sorry, like LeBron did this and LeBron did that. Well, let's see what LeBron got tonight. Let's see right now. He don't went out the game. He ain't coming back in. So unless they make a comeback, then he'll be back. But anyway, 15 points, 5 for 17. That's inefficient. 1 for 9-3, 4 for 6 from the line, -1 on the plus minus, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals. That's a wash. 5 assists and 5 steals. Oh man, we got Deuce in the building. We about to bring Deuce home, man. What's going on? So where your boy at, man? Wait, where's your boy at? Huh?
Yeah, man, I can't really take up for my Lakers.
Oh shit, my bad. My bad. You can't take up for what now?
The Lakers' performance the last couple nights.
No, they played good the other night. Your boy, sitting politic being here all the time talking trash. But when your boy when his king is losing and have a not so great game, he don't want to come in here. You know what I'm saying? He running. I know the Lakers your team though, but I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I'm a Lakers fan, you know, and I think I can be pretty objective and say that they're constructed for LeBron James to be successful, not necessarily for team success.
Yeah. Well, you heard what
So
LeBron said, right? When Austin Reeves had a big game, he said, what LeBron said, I knew he was good for my game. He didn't say the team. LeBron said, I knew Austin was going to be good for my game. I'm like, this guy here, boy, I tell you, boy, I can't like him.
yeah,
Lakers
he
can't
got
hit
a dude
nothing.
who's going to play defense and shoot the ball when you tell him to, and he's going to make them. I mean, I think LeBron will get the benefit of that. Yeah, 100%. When they
Yeah, but
stop him from
the
getting to the
problem is,
rim.
LeBron said it. He said he fits with my game. He don't say he fits with the team. He said he fits with my game. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's
LeBron's
the
always been a player by himself, though. You know that. You know
well, yeah, I know that,
he
but you don't say that though. You know,
LeBron
you let
always says things you're not supposed to say. He called
you
himself the
right.
GOAT. You, it's a trend with this man. We're not. I mean, I'm not surprised by his antics, but
Yeah, of
he's not a team player, and that,
course
and
not.
people, as much as people want to make him out to be, like, he's about himself. Everything throughout his career showed you he's about himself,
Yeah,
and that's just what it is. Every time he goes to a team, they have to sell their whole franchise. They got to bring all these pieces in, get rid of all these players. It's a charade,
Morgan.
man. Even this year, man, traded out the whole roster this year.
Yeah. I mean, they're not working out for him, but I mean, they threw Russ way under the bus. Hell,
But think about it, man. The roster made the playoffs without him playing.
well, yeah, I mean, I get that, and
Like they
people
got
who are non-biased get that, but his freakish fans don't get that part. They don't get the part that, hell, the first two or
D'Angelo,
three games of the
AD.
series, they was playing through Austin Reeves.
Well, people think that. Oh, people be like, oh, the thing is like, if you're damned if you give him the praise, you're damned if you don't. Because you're giving the praise, it's like you're not giving him enough praise because they think that he's just like the greatest thing in the NBA, which he's not
Yeah,
even the best player and hasn't been the best player for the last 3 or 4 years, if we're being completely honest. He has not been able to impact the game as the best player in the world for the last 3 or 4 years, if we're being
yeah.
honest. Last time he was able to even I mean, you want to compute if the bubble. If you want to count the bubble. I mean, the bubble year maybe,
The
but
problem with the bubble year, well, it's man, a lot of teams couldn't even play, and that caused matchup problems. Whether that team sucks or not, sometimes it's a matchup thing. And
yeah,
then you got 4 months off. Got like four. It was crazy, man. I mean,
I
yes, it is.
a lot of
Yeah,
people didn't want to be there either. I mean, I think not saying that he's not a great player, but
yeah.
it to me it seems like the hype train for him is just
Yeah. Hey,
it
we
should
got
have
somebody just popped off up in here, Cole. He's
over.
scared of that fire. I had to text him to make him get on.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm back.
yeah,
I had to make
yeah.
the stream live again. I had to make the stream live again. You know what I mean? Y'all were in here talking
I,
reckless. Like, you don't got any fucking respect for the goat. So it's like I
Hey,
need to hop in here and let him.
ain't no
Jordan,
goat,
Jordan
man.
ain't playing.
Ain't no goat,
Yeah.
man.
Hold
Ain't
on,
no
man. Y'all
goat
go ahead.
now.
Y'all go ahead and talk. I
Hey,
need to stream this to my audience as well. You feel me?
stream it.
But
Five.
all I'm saying
Oh,
is like,
step this game up. Okay, I feel you, Cole.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
five assists, 5 turnovers, plus minus -1. Five for 17, Cole. Come on, where your boy at, man? What Dylan Brooks?
I mean, bro, I think, dude, like LeBron is not gonna impact the game like that anymore. I think that's
He can't.
AD's role to really, do that. But the problem is people still want to give LeBron credit for shit where he's not like the focal point of teams. Like he's not
Yeah, they
going to
playing
carry
through
a
Austin
team.
Reeves.
He's just not
I
going to
mean, they
carry a
ain't
team
playing
nowadays.
AD in some
Nowadays, I
games.
mean, even so, when LeBron first got with the Lakers, you realized very quickly he couldn't carry a team anymore. Like that was evident because if you look at the young pieces that he traded away when he came to the team, those same players now are playoff teams other places.
Balling,
Like
balling.
Julius Randle just going to the semis. You know what I'm saying? The Pelicans were in the playoffs. You know, like guys were.
What about the Lakers
Lonzo
before
Ball,
he got there?
Huh?
How about the Lakers before he got there?
I mean, they were not a playoff
On their
team,
dicks.
and then when he did get
Picking in the
there,
top 5 every year.
when he did get
Yeah, but
there,
those players
they
were
still
strong.
didn't make
They
the
just got in the
playoffs.
league.
Bro, he revived the franchise after Kobe Bryant, God rest his
Traded
soul,
everybody.
left the franchise in shambles because he was like, no, I need mine. His words, not mine. Why am I going to give a billionaire a pay cut? You know what I mean? Like, come on. No, don't drop the phone. Pick the phone up and stand on your fucking candle.
Because,
like,
brother, you can't give a billionaire a pay cut because you're literally driving the price up for the guys behind you. You don't give
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But what happened to
he got money to pay.
What happened to the franchise, though, after Kobe was done, because he couldn't make it work with Dwight Howard, so he was gone before he should have been. And then, obviously, the Steve Nash shit was just a travesty. So I'm not trying to – yeah, go ahead.
Trying to play the same year when Kobe – I mean, when Dwight Howard was there.
Bro, they
tell you, but he was out the whole time with a broke back.
Don't do that, dude. Don't do that. You know Chris Paul was supposed to be in that fucking purple and gold.
Yeah, that would have been something else. Literally, because what his reality is, he wasn't in the fucking purple and gold. So
because they blocked it because they don't let goats.
But let's talk about what happened. And then at the end of the day, the franchise was left in shambles, and they didn't get it right. Those players you're talking about, none of them performed at this level. Brandon Ingram had been in the year. He played for the Lakers for like 4 years.
Brandon Ingram.
Bro, what are you talking about? Okay, there's teams that are young. There's teams that are younger that are at least playoff contending teams. I'm not asking for them to be like to win fucking championships. They didn't even make the playoff.
They was in the lottery trying to get somebody.
Exactly. Every year they were in the lottery again. Exactly.
Name some players that were on them teams. Other than the obvious.
When you draft a player in the lottery, the idea is they get you out of the lottery for the next year, hopefully. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, Anthony Bennett.
And if not, then you draft a second player that hopefully – bro, come on. What the fuck's going on?
My bad, brother. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about there.
Defend the stream at all costs. What the fuck was that? Yeah, what? My bad. Say that again.
Are you talking about the Lakers or the Cavs?
I'm talking about the Lakers.
No, I threw in the Anthony Bennett.
I mean, we drafted great players. What are you saying?
Listen, you guys drafted really good players, like specifically Brandon Ingram, D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle. Those are all really good players. Some of them, but hold on. Some of them.
Josh Hart.
Can I finish?
Want me to keep going down this list? Jordan Clarkson, brother.
The point is, all of them played together and didn't do shit. Like they played together.
They were young.
They gotta get stop using the excuse. Stop using the excuse they weren't young because the Grizzlies are young. Like you sound stupid right now, both of you. I need to come on the stream to raise the IQ level of the stream right now.
You don't want it down.
You're tripping. The fucking Grizzlies are drafting guys that are coming from Michigan State after 3 or 4 years. Like fucking the Lakers. We're drafting 18, 17, and 19. Brandon Ingram was fucking 17 when you drafted him.
It's your
thank you.
You drafted these players.
You're not making any sense, actually.
You drafted these players to develop them. And then you got LeBron James.
Thank you, G.
You literally drafted players you thought could be stars. And you didn't let them fucking because you let them go. Like Jordan
they drafted LeBron James out of high school, and then they gave him a year. And then he had him in the playoffs the next year.
How many people is LeBron James?
Bro,
how many people is LeBron James?
LeBron James is just I just said the Memphis Grizzlies drafted John Morant. John Morant now has them in the playoffs. The Pelicans their guy isn't even fucking playing. They get to the playoffs. Like
because of that other guy. Because of that other guy. What's that other guy name?
Let me finish this point. Just to use that as an excuse, their age, when some of them played on the team for like 4 fucking years, it's not as if like we had them all together 1 year and we blew it up. Like, what are you talking about? Several years, D'Angelo Russell did not produce on the level that he is now. I love what he's doing now.
No, D'Angelo Russell was let go because Magic Johnson came in. You know what I'm saying? And it's it's not working out, and let him go after like a year or two. Bro, listen, they blew it up for LeBron James, brother. They didn't fucking let these young guys get any type of repetition. You forget, D'Angelo Russell was traded because they were drafting Lonzo Ball. Drafted Lonzo Ball, then got LeBron James the next year, and then Lonzo was out. Ingram was out. They
Thank
let
you,
Randall
because
go
fucking
when
Gates
LeBron
can't
was
make his
out.
own fucking point. Yeah, say that.
LeBron
Keep
was
on
out.
this man for making a point
Josh
for you.
Hart,
Go
they
ahead.
let go.
You talking to a Laker fan? Of course he gonna know.
They let go of Mo Wagner, brother. They let go a bunch of talent from that roster. That's all
Yeah.
across the league balling right
I
now.
agree
And then
with
LeBron
that.
James
I agree with
tried to
that.
get
But then
those
in 1
same
year, they
players
were back in
back.
the playoffs and won a championship after giving up that
The
talent.
bubble,
The
brother.
bubble championship?
The bubble.
Oh
Stop
my
it.
God.
Wait. I even said this back then. AD and LeBron have been hurt every single year. Every single year they've been together. They both had to take off a good amount of time. These guys have 4 months off and then come back and play. Stop it. Stop it.
What you got me doing to my lungs?
And they didn't even have to
See what
finish
you make
the
me do to
season
myself?
either. They didn't
Yeah.
have to finish the season. You know what I'm
Self-inflicted
saying? They got to
wounds.
they literally played 40 games and then went to the playoffs.
Exactly. Then some teams couldn't play. Like I was explaining to Deuce early. Yeah, you had some teams that was trash. Don't get me wrong, but they're a matchup nightmare for some teams. Sometimes, my bad. They're a matchup nightmare
He literally
sometimes.
kicked me out the show, y'all. He literally kicked me out of the show. That was crazy.
So,
I feel you on that. So, I mean, the one thing that I want to acknowledge though is that all these players that were elite weapons or whatever the fuck you guys are saying, they never made it to the playoffs together, not one time. Played with each other for several years while you guys are copping pleas. They're young. Give me a
and did
fucking
LeBron get him to the playoffs since he makes everybody better?
LeBron didn't even
took him to the playoffs the second year he was there.
No,
and I'm talking about when he came into the league and when he went to the Lakers.
That team got broke up to get AD.
LeBron literally did this. This is what LeBron did, right? LeBron had that young team with him, right? Those young guys were playing good. We were like a 1 or 2 seed in the West halfway through the season after 40 games. He got hurt. You feel what I'm saying? Then he came back. Then Lonzo got hurt. Ingram got hurt. And then he decided to just say, fuck it. I'm trading all these young guys. And I'm
all
like,
these pussies that don't know how to fucking play when they're hurt. Also, I don't remember it like that, so that's interesting. I don't remember them being 1 or 2 in the West.
So they were 1 or 2 in the West. The first
They were high. I don't know about 1 or 2, but they was definitely in the playoffs.
They were up there.
Okay,
they were up there.
That's not how I remember it, but that's interesting. Gates, I mean, hey, brother, you want to do your job on the show? Pull it up. You know what I'm saying?
Why I remember it
okay.
Nick Wright.
I don't even know what to put in there to pull it up. I'll put it in there.
I mean, probably with just. So we got it. What was the first year that Bron was with the Lakers? 2019. Okay, so type in 2019.
FBJ, man. You know what I'm saying?
2019
with the Bron sexuals, man. He be going after them guys on Twitter, man.
Stop it. Where's he at right now? You feel me?
The Bron sexuals, man.
Nah, yeah, I rock with FBJ. He's cool. Yeah, so I mean, basically 2019 Lakers schedule probably, and then you could see like just how they started would be a good start. If they started out with a bunch of W's, then I guess I'm wrong. I remember them coming in struggling immediately.
I thought about the second year.
The second year they were in the playoffs, right?
I don't think LeBron won until his third year.
Second year was the year that was the bubble year.
Yeah, he played with the bums the first year. He played with the bums the first year. Second year, he got the bums out of there. And then he won a championship. So, yeah, I think it's the first year was all bad. I don't think they may have went on a little streak where it was respectable at the beginning, but I think for the most part, they were saying this is a bad look from beginning to end for the most part. And I do remember what you're talking about. Yeah, I do remember them getting hurt.
Together. They just, because after like a certain amount of games, they just never ever played together again until like maybe the last.
I think they made a great move on Lonzo. Get him the fuck out of there. That man's made a paper.
Yeah, looking back on that now,
man, Kawhi.
He's got.
Yeah,
he's got like a Kawhi body, which is poor kid.
Yeah, it's been tough for sure.
He's gonna have no knees, basically. I think he has I think he has the same arthritic knee problem that Kawhi has, and he's like fucking 20 something.
Hey, I'm not glad that Kawhi tore his meniscus, but I'm not even gonna lie. At first, I was like, "Damn, he really is taking days off because his sister killed a person." That's a little crazy. I mean, we could talk about it.
He got hurt.
Yeah,
because fucking KD got a pass. Fucking pussy.
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
I mean, lost that series. They would have lost.
When I heard about the shit with his,
Kawhi was cooking their ass, bro.
That's what Kawhi does, though. Kawhi plays, Kawhi's such a monster.
Dude.
What?
Bro, he is such a monster. It is a disservice to the NBA when he's not playing seriously. Like, I watched his game 1, and I'm like, bro,
To himself.
was killing
the NBA.
bro.
The disservice to himself, in my opinion. Like he has the talent to be an all-time great if he just put it on the resume. If him and Paul George played this year,
Jordan type talent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he got Jordan talent,
bro.
But that man rank is deadly though.
No, bro. Listen, Michael Jordan
right
had the thing where he could literally grab the ball just like Kawhi. Like when you can literally grip a basketball.
Palm the ball, yeah, he got some big ass hands.
They both got big hands.
Bro, that is.
You know how many people in the NBA can fucking palm the ball? Give me a break, Denzel.
No,
what are you
not
talking
like that, bro. You need to go look at a picture. Pull up a picture of Kawhi.
It is crazy.
Holding a ball, bro. I'm telling you.
I know he has this week. They call him the claw. What are we even talking about? Yes, he has big hands.
When he's dribbling the ball, he's.
You said MJ talent. Nobody else sees that here. MJ talent? Bro, stop it. What are you fucking talking about?
Two-way player. When he's healthy, he's the best two-way player in basketball, hands down. And he's literally a top 3 player every time.
Okay, I agree. I agree, top 3.
When Kawhi is literally healthy and he's at the top of his game, he's the best player in the NBA.
All right,
what's all that shit? I mean, I feel like I got in here for a reason. You guys were talking some silly shit.
You normally be on here talking some crap.
You know, I just streamed for like 4 hours. Did you
it don't matter, what that got to do with anything? What I got to do with
eating. I stepped away so I could eat the Alfredo that had been sitting in the kitchen waiting for me. It was delicious. Yeah.
Who you got winning? Who you got winning between Denver and I forgot who they're playing.
Why are we running from this Lakers conversation? Because this
that's over.
No, I said Denver's playing Phoenix, I think.
Well, Phoenix gonna win.
You think so?
Oh, Julius Randle twisted his ankle. Oh yeah. I think Phoenix gonna beat them. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, by the way, this is average as fuck. Their record. Yeah. 8-6. Give me a break. What are we talking about?
I mean, they were in the playoffs. I didn't say they were number 1.
No, what do you? Denzel said that this team was 1 or 2 in the West.
That's what he
changed the conversation. Like what?
Let's see, the first 40.
At what point? They're 21-19 midway through the season.
No, I'm saying before they traded for AD, man.
Their best was 19-13 that I've seen so far. That was their best record.
So they were right here, 40 games in the season. They were 21-19.
Okay.
Still in the playoffs. That's still in the playoffs, though.
Bro, they're in the playoffs, and half the team got hurt. They fell out of the playoffs. Makes sense. Y'all were misrepresenting it. So I'm saying that's what
I thought it was when they were in the playoffs. That's all I said.
The bottom line is they missed the playoffs. Go ahead. I don't want to talk over you. Yes, sir.
No, I thought it was 1 or 2. That's my bad.
Okay, well, I think that's not true. After looking at this, literally, oh my god, they were fucking average, and they added the best player in the fucking world to their team, and they still got to like maybe a mid-level.
The best player in the world. That's the problem.
Okay, well, either way, whatever. Top 3. You want to use the same argument used with fucking Kawhi? He's a top 3 player, but he has MJ talent. Give me a break.
You can't be a liability on defense like LeBron is, and then be top player in the world. It just doesn't work like that.
Okay. You see what's happening right now, right? You see what's happening right now, and this is the main thing I wanted to.
He just lost by 30.
Bro, you're up to a team that you weren't even supposed to beat. You weren't even supposed to be in this position at the beginning of the playoffs. Like, what are you talking about?
The Lakers?
Yes.
Well,
you even said you weren't expecting them to get out of the play-in, so don't change your position now when it's convenient.
I said nothing, but I didn't see them play after.
I said I didn't think
LeBron got hurt.
Make the playoffs.
What was that?
I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs, and I said,
okay, now look at
LeBron. LeBron's not playing. The team's literally set up for LeBron to be like the focal point of the offense.
Okay,
it's like if he's not playing, I don't know how they're going to win. And then they actually started winning games without LeBron and actually fucking playing better without him. with
Amen. Amen.
Russell and AD.
They're winning right now with LeBron, and now they're leading in a series. They're leading. Okay, if you want to just talk about today, let's talk about how they're leading in a series against a team a lot of people thought to take the step to possibly contend for the championship this season. So
yeah, but how do we?
Hold on. Also, before I want to pass the mic to you, but I also want to send a personal shot to you as well before I do that. Yeah, because you wanted to get on here and talk about sin politics not coming on here and crazy shit like that. No, the shot hasn't even been fired. The clip just got cocked. Yeah, just put that in there. It's getting cocked back. It's loaded now. I got a bullet in the chamber. Listen, when we wanted to talk about first off, you only come on live when LeBron's playing. You feel what I'm saying? This is a LeBron show, if anything. Okay, let me finish. Can I finish the point that I want to let you respond? And then also so if anybody's a LeBron fan, it's Gates Open Media. And then also, I think it might be actually ran by LeBron secretly behind Illuminati style, but just to keep the name alive. And then on top of that, you want to talk about me? Motherfucker, you said that the Nets were going to beat the 76ers. Okay, so don't even talk. The team they've won already, exceeded my expectations. So I don't even know why you're acting as if I'm saying they're going to win the championship. But even though they're still actually probably going to win their fucking series, the team that you said was going to win got their ass cooked by Joel Embiid and James Harden, which I knew was going to happen. And I've been saying it's going to happen. And I've been saying from the beginning that y'all sleep on James Harden and act like he's a bitch when in reality he's not, because James is a strong name. Everybody knows that. So it's like at the end of the day, I'll go ahead and pass it to you. I want to pass it to you because at the end of the day, you were talking all that shit with me. But when in reality, that applies to you. That's what really comes out a lot of times when people start talking like that. They start describing themselves. So it's like, I want you to go ahead.
No. Definitely doesn't describe me. You had a whole bunch of stuff in there. I forgot half of it already because it was just mumbo.
Write it down. Write it down.
The Nets. I mean, who doesn't have you got to pick a team. You got to pick a team that's going to, you think might upset a team. So I picked the Nets because of Mikal Bridges. Boy, my dog was balling, but then, you know, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of forgot about Embiid. You know what I'm saying? But still,
you could have said the Lakers. You could have said the Lakers. You might have been right.
Why?
If you could, well, you said
the Lakers play up until the playoffs after LeBron got hurt. I was like, what's the point of watching these stars anyway?
This man should not be talking about basketball. Shut his stream down, YouTube. Okay, keep mine up. Everybody come over here. But
I didn't have time to watch a LeBron-less Lakers.
Brooklyn got a raw deal though when Nick Clark.
Yeah, having to play the 76ers. That was the raw deal.
No,
the calls, gonna be good next week.
No, the calls were bullshit. Claxton got kicked out of that one game, which was pivotal. He's their best fucking player, and he was actually giving fucking Joel Embiid fits. You know, I don't like the way that they called that series. In my opinion, I think that series was definitely Yeah, it should have been an upset. It was affected by the ref.
Because Joel Embiid is, word is Joel Embiid. Of course, he might be hurt, so it should have been an upset.
He's fucking. But guess what? And shit.
Didn't y'all get? I mean, didn't the Brooklyn Nets? They got fucking swept. Am I wrong? Did they get one game?
No, they got swept.
Yeah, they got dogged. So I'm not even like, come on, man. You can't be more wrong than that. Gates Open Media.
I was wrong. I admit I was wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna pick somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like I said, if you would have picked the Lakers, like how I was talking about the Lakers, bro. I don't even know. Maybe you would have looked right. Like
you picked the Lakers to lose, but you're on here talking noise every day. Talk. Okay, LeBron had. You made me say LeBron had a good game the other night. He did. LeBron had a good game the other night. What about tonight with the 5 turnovers?
Oh no,
he didn't have a good game. He didn't have a good game tonight.
The other night he had a great game, Deuce Andretti. The overtime game? What are you talking about? He won y'all the game. At the end of the day, Gates was on here talking and he literally won y'all the game, which was nuts. Gates looked crazy that game. You should have seen him. Okay, let's talk about tonight. You know, the game that they're still up 1 in the series, by the way, just to be clear.
But what about the game tonight?
Well, I'm saying, okay, they're still up 1 in the series. So, I mean, he didn't have a great game. Shooting, he didn't have a good game from what I saw. Like I said, I was doing the mock draft during the game. So I didn't get to see a lot of this game, to be honest, because I was doing that mock draft live. But I did see a little bit of it towards the end. And, yeah, I mean, like I saw, look, the shooting wasn't efficient at all. You're right on that. But, I mean, this is one game. Overall in the series, he's played great. They're up in the series for a large part. Yeah,
He
great.
played great.
I said what I
Oh, he
said. I
played
said
great. Stop saying great.
Great, motherfucker. What is like? What's
No,
confusing?
Ray
About what I'm
played no
saying?
great.
Yeah,
He played great
played
one
great.
game.
When?
One game.
When did he play great? When was that?
The last game.
Oh, okay. The game where you said that I'm seeing LeBron. He's playing all right. He's
Trying to
playing
get
all
them
right.
numbers
He got
anyway.
15 points and 17 fucking rebounds. He's playing
He
all
had
right.
trying to get them numbers anyway. What Austin Reeves when I need him?
All right, yeah. Look, I want to let you say what you gotta say. I don't want to talk over nobody. My bad. I'm just excited.
What my boy
I don't
Austin
know.
Reeves?
LeBron's a pack starter though. So I mean,
Yes, he is. I talked about that during the game. He went and sat down with like 5 minutes left in the game of this game. Oh, he ain't gonna play no more. But I guarantee if they were up 10 points, 12 points, if they were up the same amount of numbers, if they were up the same amount of time, if they were up the same amount of numbers, he would have stayed in the game.
Okay, acknowledge what I just. Okay, so my retort to that is it literally goes against what you're saying. The fact that the game was out of reach. He went and sat down. A stat pattern would have stayed in the game and kept scoring, but he switched the side.
Yeah, and he know they can't come back. But if they were winning,
okay, yeah, go ahead.
They were winning.
You want to respond to my response? Go ahead.
I am responding. I'm saying
I'm
listening. The stat pattern would have stayed in the game when they losing like that. No, LeBron go sit down because he pout. If they were winning by the same margin, LeBron would have stayed in the game.
No, because they got a game. They got a game in a couple days where they can close it out. That's why he went and sat down.
Why they got 3 days off or 2 days off in between every game in the first half of this series? The league is cheating, so they can get some rest. That's all it is.
Probably so.
Everybody else done played 6 damn games. He done played 3.
Take those days for court. I don't know what you're talking about. You blaming LeBron. I'm be ready to play. It's Jaw out there got fucking. You know what I mean? It's not jury duty either. I don't want to get into it, but you know what I mean?
I'm busting ass tonight.
Rob Parker said, and I agree. With all this load management crap, you need to have to take 3 games off.
You need to take 3 games off, you're saying?
Yeah. If you're going to load management, you taking 3 games off so they can stop some of the load management. You take 3 games off, then guess what? You're not going to be eligible for some of those awards.
So you're saying if you decide to not play in 1 game, it has to be at least 3 games.
Yep.
Okay. I mean,
if you're not injured, if you're hurt, that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck monitoring that. But yeah, sure. Do that funky ass rule that people are just gonna say, yeah, I'm hurt. I got tightness in my leg. You can't prove that shit. Stop it.
I can put you on an MRI machine.
They're gonna put you on league appointed doctors.
Yeah. Hey, well, like I don't really have an issue with that. I agree to a certain extent. I do think load management in general isn't good for the league. You've actually made some interesting points that I don't know that I agree with, but I think are worth considering about people stopping and going with their body and like how just like these guys' bodies aren't built that way. So I mean, I don't really have an issue with that, to be honest. And them having like a minimum day amount of games you have to miss, that's an interesting rule to suggest. I guess I would have to hear somebody's argument as to why that doesn't make sense. I don't really have an argument as to why that wouldn't make sense. So I can't really, So yeah, the rest of the stuff you guys said was bullshit, though. That was a good point.
The rest of it was all good, cuz.
Yeah.
Against your narrative, cuz. I'm happy you jumped in here, man, because the fans was gonna roast you, cuz. I'm getting text messages right now. What big baby?
Yeah, that's good because I came in here and I made you look like a fool. So now they all understand.
The other stuff is still going crazy. I ain't gonna even talk about that. The Dylan Mulvaney stuff. I ain't gonna talk about that right now.
Bro, I got time. I just did 4 hours. You know what I mean? I got whatever time you need, man. I ain't
gonna even talk about that though, but you know what I'm talking about. They still roasting it right now.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it on your channel? That's funny. Yeah, I thought you talk about whatever on your channel.
Not that.
Look at him scared. Come to Sim Politics, man. I'll talk about it. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of those people. Come on, man. What?
I ain't scared of people either.
They shut down my stream 2 times this week. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? No, we're surviving. Like a cockroach. Yeah, we're surviving. And also, I'm thinking about going over to Twitch, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I'm going on Rumble and Twitch.
Yeah, I'm still doing both. I love YouTube. YouTube's awesome. I suggest anybody that has, an opinion, they want to talk to people and have fun. This is amazing to me. This is like social. This is like a social square. We don't get this as much in society because we don't get out the house as much. So this is kind of like, facilitating that in a way. So I love getting
what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell people at the end of the day, you sitting around talking to your homeboys. It's the same thing for the most part. I mean, some stuff you gotta censor, but you talking shit.
Oh, not everybody, but whatever. Yeah, you're right. Some people can't say what they believe. That's true.
Yeah. Well, I'm a thug. I know I'm a thug. I'm
kidding.
I mean, it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying?
No. But yeah, no, I mean, I think honestly on the basketball tip here, you guys, I think you're missing the bigger picture. LeBron overall has played very well in this series. I would say great. I don't really have an issue with that.
Played well. Yes, he played well.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Not great.
All right. Well, very well. You had an issue with that. You wanted to bring it back. That's fine. Either way, we have difference of opinion. That's okay. You can feel like he's okay because you're a hater. But I do think that it's okay to hop on here and point out that Gates Open Media is a hater, and it's not even a question. I feel like at this point you should just embrace it. You are a Bron hater. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, man had fucking 17 rebounds. You wanted to act like he was like, yeah, but rebounds, I don't really know how much they affect the game. I'm like, oh, extra possessions. Yeah. We don't know how that affects the game. Yeah, hugely. So either way,
he had like 5 points too at the time. No, he might have had like
15.
Probably had like 14 points at the time.
Okay, well, I think he had 15. Something like that. 17 rebounds was an anomaly game where he had to step up because at that time I think Anthony Davis had like 3 rebounds or something crazy. Probably. So it's like, come on, yeah. So it's like
I gave 14 points.
So that was an example of LeBron being a team player. I will admit that, look, I think that, yes, LeBron, he's an all-time great player. He has some tendencies to be selfish. I'm not going to necessarily disagree with that. I don't think that you can't say the same about a lot of people that are independently great at things because you had to make a lot of selfish decisions along the way to be wherever you're at. So Michael Jordan, that probably applies to him, so on and so forth, apply to whoever. So,
yeah, I agree.
But I think that he's one of the people in sports history, basketball history, that I think that you see on the court where he can work within the team and facilitate within the team and be a great team player and not be a selfish player. But I will agree that as far as like locker room politics, he's horrible. So, I mean, there's not even a question on that. And no disagreement on that. But as far as when it comes to the actual team game, that's where I disagree. And I push back on like what Deuce was saying as far as like, and I mean, what you the hater says.
If you're not playing in his system, as long as you're in his system, then yeah, I mean he's good. He don't play.
I think the problem with it though is like people be like, and don't get me wrong, like he's been very successful within the way he's played, but the problem is like you can't be on the LeBron James team and play a different style of basketball than he wants to play. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of like an issue because you can't, you take great players and you kind of minimize their roles in a sense. And yeah, you say it's championship basketball, but you're sitting there dropping fucking 38, 32, fucking 10 and 8. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, your fucking numbers are insane. And people are fucking looking at Kevin Love like he's a fucking bum.
Yeah, he was playing
like Chris Bosh, like he's a fucking bum, and it's like these guys are fucking. They were good players before they got with LeBron.
So real quick, because I want to respond to what you're saying. So I think what you're talking about is just a product of him being like the Michael Jordan, or just what we're saying is best player of this era. Any team he landed on was going to have to work around him because he was going to be the best player. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just not even a question. So that you're looking at that and you're pointing at that as an issue, but the reality is that happens all the time. It happens all the time in the NBA and the NFL. Hold on, let me finish this point. If you have a player that is definitively the best player on the team, typically an organization builds around that player, and players have to go that don't work well with that player, and players come on that specifically do fit that player's strengths. Like that's just common. So I think holding that against them is a little disingenuous. That's just it's a product of him just being the best player on those teams. But go ahead.
No, well,
I believe
here's
that.
my point to
Oh,
that.
go ahead.
Here's my point to that, though.
Mm-hmm.
With LeBron, right, you can say that, but then you look at teams where you have a Steph Curry or, you know what I'm saying, even with Kawhi, and you'll have guys still putting up fucking big numbers, you know. It's like, with LeBron, it's like he's solely a, you know, a star-driven basketball game. You know what I'm saying? Where he's like, I'm going to have stars on my team, and those are the guys that are going to be taking the shots. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else, you just fucking fit in where you fit in. You know, where it's like, when you look at other organizations, other teams, it's like you have a more like, it's more like a team game. Like if you look at Denver, for instance, too, you know, yeah, Jokic may put up big numbers, but there's a lot of nights where his numbers are average and guys are fucking hooping. So, you know, I think
that happens with the Lakers, but go ahead.
I mean, sometimes. I mean, Austin Reeves really just started coming onto his own.
There's nights that Anthony Davis goes crazy. We've seen Haruchi Mura go crazy on efficient numbers, by the way. Like I'm talking like, you know what I mean? Like watered down KD level numbers. You feel what I'm saying? Like 13 of like 16 type shit. So it's like going crazy. So that's why I push back on that. I think that's a false narrative. Definitely you see his teammates.
Well, no, but that's not all the time. It's inconsistent.
It's not all the time for anybody. That's the point. He's the best player on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, guys' numbers don't get better when they start playing with LeBron.
And that's my point. That's one of my points is the narrative is you go play with LeBron, he makes players better. That is definitely false.
You go to the championship. That's the narrative. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, no, you go. He makes players better. It's the main narrative. And that's not true.
All right, you go to the championship.
Then
I've heard what you said.
He also is always. Did you hear the comment he made about Austin Reeves? He said, "Yeah, I knew Austin Reeves was gonna be da 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 da, and he fits my game."
Hold on. Time out. Why did you da 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 da? What's da 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 da?
Want me to pull it up?
Oh, you just want to focus on the thing that you think is shitty. Okay. No, we could just focus on the thing you think is shitty. Well, I'm fine with how you're trying to frame it.
No, you trying to make it seem like I got a narrative. You know
well, I mean, you did literally basically self-edit.
I don't know word for word what he said. He said, I knew Austin was going to be a great player. And then after that, I don't know what he said. And then he ended up saying, he fits great with my game.
What is wrong with that statement? I don't even understand what your issue is. That's what I'm saying. We can go with how you're trying to paint it because
it's a team game. It's a team.
Yeah, and LeBron is a part of the team.
What we're trying to do.
And LeBron is a part of the team. Okay, but LeBron is a part of the team, and you're asking him his opinion. And he said, I thought he would be great. He would fit my play style. Awesome. Like, there's no issue. Like you said, you're making an issue there where there really isn't one.
It'll be totally different.
Funk right now.
Think about when you used to work, and then the whole team. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh my God. You should take this better than you should be mad at this more than anybody.
Because I'm the best team player here. Yeah, probably right.
No, because I can't even say. I want to say, but I can't say.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're about to say, so I'm not going to clear it because you have.
Well, we used to work at when people. You always said, "Oh, it was a great team experience with all of us." It wasn't when we got the tips.
So what's your point? So you're saying like when I said those things, obviously I was lying. Obviously I was lying when I said that, though. More honest than I am.
When one person got a tip, you said no. It's about the team. It's about the team. So that tip went to everybody. So this the same thing with LeBron. When LeBron say he fits good with me. No, it's a whole different ballgame. He fits well with our team. He fits well with what we're trying to do. That's what. So you're a hypocrite, cuz. I gotta call you out, man.
All right, you did call me out. You exposed me. I'm gonna be honest with you on this though. I think that It's just not. Yeah, it's not as comparable because one, like I said, to be real, when I'm saying that, I'm obviously lying. You know, I just got to get a bunch of group of grown ass adults to get on board with this idea. So it's like, hey, yeah, it's a team. Obviously, not everybody on the team deserves the same amount of tips. Obviously, a lot of people in the situation you're talking about were fucktards who, yeah, really didn't have any fucking. I feel like LeBron right now. They had no place on the team if it really was up to me, to be honest with you. But you got to work with what you got or whatever. And if I would have just been being honest, then I'm like, okay, hey guys, so I earned a lot of tips here today. Because it's against policy to keep these tips for myself, I guess we're gonna have to split them up. But yeah, just fuckery. You know what I'm saying? So not an equal comparison. That's a false comparison. There was definitely people that deserve way more of those tips than others. That's not even a question. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, not even a fucking question. Yeah, there are some bums out there playing. So it's like we had some bums on the floor. Don't even get it twisted. Yeah. So that's why it had to be pizza party. Fuck it. Like
LeBron, yeah. Just saying, look, this is my team.
Real.
And he fits well with me. What I'm trying to do. I don't know what they're
trying to do. Blah. So probably like, this is a great kid, great human being. I love him. He's going to be an amazing teammate. And then you're going to quote the part where he's like, and he works well with my game.
Yeah.
you're gonna mute out all that other shit. No, I'm playing. But no, I mean, look, I don't have an issue with the comment at all. So I'm totally comfortable, defending his comment. Basically what he's saying is, I'm here. I am a huge part of the team. I suppose he's acknowledging that. Maybe that's what you have an issue with. And he's going to work well with what I do. I prefer that.
Team. I got an issue with him saying you fit well with me, not the team, not what we're trying to do professionally.
Well, that is what we're trying to do professionally. We're trying to fucking win a championship with LeBron James. So, I don't know. We just disagree, brother. I hear you on that. I just don't have an issue with what he's saying. I'm thinking you're a hater and that you're reading into his comments because you want him to be less than Jordan, and that's fine.
All the time. This ain't nothing. Yeah. That made me feel like the best player in the world. You ain't even hit the damn shot. You had a big block though, but you ain't hit the shot. Kyrie hit the shot. I felt like that made me the best player in the world. Man, what? Stop it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah. Kyrie did hit the shot though. You're not wrong with that. But I mean, in those moments, he's willing to that
wasn't the moment thing. He's still saying that today.
Yeah. What do you mean?
In the spurt of the moment. He's still saying that today, cuz.
Well, no, I'm saying like him, LeBron James having the, I don't want to say humility because that's, well, no, him being willing to allow somebody else to take the shot. You know what I mean? That's a lot. You know what I mean? Like even as much as it's a lot to take the shot.
Kyrie, bro.
Huh?
My bad. Let me let you finish. My bad.
No, I mean, look, the thing is, I think that he recognizes that was a good person to take the shot. So that's why it happened. I don't have any issue with that. I don't hold that against them. A teammate hit a shot in a huge moment. That's great. They won a championship. LeBron did a lot to get
from taking shots. That's what it's about.
He should have.
That's what he couldn't stop Kyrie from taking that shot.
Well, I mean, yeah, but the thing is, like, why is that a bad thing? I just don't even understand. I'm not detecting the issue there.
I forgot because it was something that you said. Now I forgot what I said.
All good. So yeah, either way. So the Lakers tonight. Look, I mean, you pulled me away from the game because I did pull that up and I was watching it for like 2 minutes. I assume they lost.
Of course, they lost.
Okay, they lost. So I don't think that this is the end of the series by any means. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, it could be a momentum shift. That'll be interesting. I like Ja. I mean, that'd be interesting to see if they're able to do that. And make it a serious series. But, the Lakers have the opportunity to close the series out again next time they play. So
yeah, I said it's going to be tough. Memphis is going to have to bring everything on the next game because our closeout game in LA. Ooh. They're going to have to bring everything.
Yeah. But I mean, look, that's
the plan though. But anyway.
No, I mean that's a team that could do it. I think if any team, like I mean, thinking of a lot of the teams, I could see the Suns doing something like that. But as far as like a young team that would be tough enough mentally to do this, I definitely could see that being the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, I think,
so, yeah.
I think Memphis can come back. I don't think they will come back and win it, but I think Milwaukee gonna come back and win. They down 3-1 to the Heat.
I mean, no, probably not. But yeah, okay. I mean, it's just
I think Milwaukee has a way better chance to come back and win than Memphis does.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, I could see like with Giannis is a huge difference maker, so I guess in that way I could see, I wouldn't count Giannis out, but at the same time, brother, 3-1, that you're in a stranglehold at that point.
I'm not saying they I don't know if I just said that they're going. I
think
they have.
They were going to do it.
Yeah, I think they got a good chance.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I agree because I mean, also Miami at certain points of this season has shown some vulnerabilities. You know what I mean, and they haven't been consistently the same team. So if you get, you can get 3 bad nights of the Miami Heat, I could see that, and that you got the right team to take advantage of it, especially a big physical team like that. Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening. I don't see any of the teams coming back from 3-1 though, to be honest. But
yeah, I'm calling it. They coming back.
Okay, nice. So I mean, you're not used to being super wrong, so it's not a big deal, right? You know what I mean? Okay. Just add it to the list of wrong picks for the first round of the NBA playoffs. You know what I mean?
Who you got going in the first round? All your teams won or gonna win? Look like they're gonna win.
No, because I don't think I had the Lakers winning. I think I just had the Lakers being more competitive than most people expected. I definitely expected them to get out of the play-in, and I know that was a question for some. I saw some of how they were coming on at the end of the year, and then I reached out to you guys and I told y'all that I liked the Haruchimara pick. And I remember hitting up Deuce Andretti, and I was just like, I watched like 1 or 2 of his games with the Wizards, and just looking at his stats whenever he had the opportunity to do what he could do, and he had a nice amount of volume, like 60 to 70% of the time he had pretty good games with that. So I think that
I barely heard of him, but he's balling. I mean, for him coming off the bench and what he's doing, he's balling.
You know what? It kind of reminds me of like what these guys are doing. They kind of remind me of the young Warriors a couple years ago, like before they really, really started clicking, but where there's a few moments in the playoffs where like it was Kuminga or it was Jordan Poole that was taking over the game for short periods of time. I kind of see the same thing with these guys, with Austin Reeves and Hirochi Irachima. What the fuck? So I mean, I think that there's they got a good chance to do something. I think it's a stretch to say they're going to win it because, like, for me, I really like the Suns. That just seems. I know a lot of people speak to like they have a lack of depth, and I could see that, but it's like I just love their starting 5 so much. It's like that's elite from.
I think the big thing with the Suns is if you actually notice, and I paid attention to this. When I forgot when I started paying attention to this, but anyway, last year with the Nets, KD. Yeah, really kind of slows the game down.
Got you.
Sometimes he get the ball and now the defense gets the set, and now it's more difficult for him to get off a shot or something. Obviously, he can damn near get a shot over anybody, just because his height and he had a high release. But I think at the end of the day, after seeing him last year with the Nets, I don't think people say, "Oh, KD got a bag." KD really don't have a bag. I mean, he got a little crossover, but he really don't have a bag. He can shoot like hell.
Yeah, he can shoot any way he like. Point of the court, in any position. He, like you said, he can get a shot over anybody. So
but I think even watching him with the Warriors, he really slowed down what they were doing at times. And I think sometimes, I mean, obviously they won 2 championships, but sometimes I think it was detrimental. That's why I said But Poole, he just play out of control sometimes.
Yeah.
But the ball keeps moving. Sometimes the ball keeps moving, and I think that's more of their style of play.
I can see that. Yeah.
In no means am I saying Poole is even in KD category, but I think sometimes when the ball gets in his hands and he stops, it hurts their offense.
Well, one thing that I think we've heard for a long time as it pertains to like playoff basketball is people and people have criticized teams that rely heavily on athleticism for this reason, because people always say that it becomes a half court game. Something I've heard since I was a little kid, that in the NBA playoffs, that's how. So Kevin Durant's game is really built to work within that, and also his mentality. I love in a team atmosphere, because he's very willing and capable to let somebody else shine. If Devin Booker needs to go off for 50, then he's gonna, not get in between that, and he can get his own 28 to 30, on not that many shots, off 13 shots or something like that.
And that's what makes him feel great to me. But yeah,
I agree with that. So his ability is really in his he's like water, you know what I mean? He fit in whatever kind of situation you give him. He can make that work. Now, as far as slowing down the game, I do think that's an interesting criticism, but I guess that's the thing, that my initial point is why I bring that up, because I do agree that when I watch him play, I notice teams getting more like set in their offense and then moving, however, whether it be like a kind of like ISO formulation that they end up moving into, or whether they end up running a play or whatever ends up happening. But I do notice that, the team's much less like up and down the court. So, I mean, that's a fair point. Definitely a fair point. But I just don't know how much that is actually going to be a negative in playoff basketball is my point.
Yeah. Ultimately, I guess it's not that negative. But
if they're successful.
Sometimes I see the ball rotating, the ball moving out. He get it.
Yeah.
Not just stuck. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not good, but I'd rather have KD on my team than not, though.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it really depends on who he's working with. Is that going to not work for Chris Paul's game? I don't think that's really as relevant at this point. And also, I think it will work for Chris Paul's game. I mean, I do see Chris Paul's being like a dominant ball handler from how he did play before, but he also actually has like a sneaky ability, which we've seen recently, kind of come back to hit wide open shots. You know what I mean? If he's open, he can hit a three easy. He can go on a hot streak. And then also, if you're going to set up a play, he's such an intelligent basketball player that, there's very few people that I would trust more than Chris Paul when it comes to like, we're going to get set and we're going to, run a play here. So, I mean, I love that. Devin Booker, I think, I think they're playing extremely well together for really not playing together very much, and also playing together, playing in a similar style where they're both primarily scorers. But once again, I got to give KD credit for that, because I think he, is not afraid to acquiesce, which, some people would look at that as like him being weak or something like that. But I think he's just down. He wants to win basketball games. And when he gets there, he's a player. Even when he played with Kyrie and them, when he got to Brooklyn, immediately was talking like, okay, like basketball type shit. When you heard him talk about it and like what kind of sacrifices that they would all be willing to make, no problem. I think he's very intelligent and emotionally intelligent in that way, where he understands.
That's all he always says. I just want to hoop. I just want to hoop. I just want to hoop. That's
I believe
it. I do too. I just I don't know. I don't know, man. If Kawhi would have played and Paul George, I think it might be a different outcome.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's been the story of them since they got together. We spoke about that in the chat a while ago with the Clippers. Pretty much every year since they got together, we're coming into the season as the preseason favorite. And they never have come even close, I don't think, to
not even close.
Cashing in on that. So, we were talking, I was like, I know Steve Ballmer's mad, you know what I mean, when we were talking about the Kawhi thing. Like, damn, that's tough. They have a great team. They're ready to win. I think they could have won like 2 of the last 3 years possibly if everybody was healthy. But I mean, that's part of what you have to plan for and what you can't count on is if you have a guy who's consistently hurt. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, what's your opinion on this? Because I was thinking about this the other day. You know, they say bigger, stronger, faster. I was doing some research. They say on average, the athlete hadn't gotten bigger, stronger, faster since '88.
Okay. Doesn't seem that way.
Then, whatever training these guys are doing, because the last, probably dating back to at least 2015 when the Warriors lost. I mean, the Warriors beat the Cavs and Kevin Love and whatchamacallit went down. We ain't really seen a clean finals. The next year, Andrew Bogut got hurt. And then the path to the finals, players have gotten hurt. Major players. I think it's been higher level of players getting hurt in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
While teams are in the playoffs. And I mean, I ain't talking about bench players, not necessarily the star of the team, but nice pieces to the team.
It's really hard for me to say because I always wonder how much like recency bias plays into this. I think I might be passing something on to you, brother, because I'm like, now I'm trying to clear my throat. But yeah, no, I wonder how much of that plays into it. Is that we're just right now experiencing it. We're right now seeing all this stuff happen, so it feels like it's happening all the time. But in reality, it's like when you see like murder on TV and you're like, God damn, like what the fuck, this shit's happening. But it's like, you've been living and it hasn't been happening. I don't know. It's probably not a fair comparison. But I do wonder how much. Yeah, go ahead.
I thought about that too. Like, and then I went back thinking about over the years. I mean,
you might be right.
Kawhi got hurt early in the finals the other year. That same year, what's his name? James Harden and Kyrie got hurt. And then just seasons, even LeBron and them getting hurt. Did it stop them? Did it stop us from seeing the best team and the best teams in the finals? The year KD got hurt, Clay got hurt.
Yeah, probably. But my only pushback to this is like, you know what I mean? I think we're just very aware of it because we've recently experienced it. Like in 20 years, are we going to remember? You know what I mean? Like who led the playoffs in rebounding in the 90s? We probably don't even know, right off the top of our head. But that's a really significant stat. Somebody that was going off rebounding 15 times a game in the playoffs. If we had experienced that this past year, maybe we would be able to recall something obscure like that. But we're kind of talking about, when we're talking about injuries, I don't know. I mean, just not researching it, I'm honestly agreeing with you and I'm seeing your point. It feels that way, but I'm just like kind of skeptical on why it feels that way. If that
I'm
makes
pretty
sense.
sure, like,
somebody
major has gotten hurt every single year. I just feel like, and this is really without much research either.
No, I feel you on it too. Yeah,
that has been more people. You know what I'm saying? Not just one or two. It's been more people over the last 10 years or so that's gotten hurt.
You might be right. It does feel like somebody's hurt for like even like you said, like more minor players and things like that. Just about every game that you tune into for the playoffs, like they got an injury report for each team. So I definitely hear you on that. And a lot of times it is bigger players. That's another thing. Like you're right to bring up all those instances over the past few years where there's been major players that have been out of the playoffs, and it's like like you said, like the year where Toronto won the championship is like the key one. You know what I mean? Like that's the one where it's like I think just about everybody feels like if the Warriors were healthy, they probably win that series. You know what I mean? Most likely. I don't know if Deuce, are you still on the call?
He's still there, but he probably asleep or getting a whooping.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, I'm curious how he would feel about that because he is a Warriors fan, but he has odd opinions sometimes. But I think most people, if KD and Clay were still there, then they most likely win that series. And then we're not talking about Kawhi as fucking Michael Jordan. Motherfucker wants to go to sleep. We're talking about Kawhi.
If Kawhi's done, is he a Hall of Famer right now?
So put him in. Yeah, I mean, my feeling would be yes, because it's like it's kind of hard to leave people out, in my opinion, who are one. He was the best player on a championship team, so that's not a lot of people when you say that. So those guys have a great case right off the bat for a Hall of Fame argument. He's also Defensive Player of the Year. He hasn't won an MVP, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I think because of really mainly him being the best player on that Toronto team, him winning other championships with the Spurs. Yeah, I think he probably makes it in. It's tough to tell the story of the NBA if you were telling it to an alien or a kid that never watched the NBA, and they're like, "Hey, tell me about the NBA the last 20 years." You kind of can't tell it without talking about Kawhi, and it's not just off him winning that championship either. Like overall, he's been one of the main adversaries for LeBron James. So I mean, obviously, if you're talking about you got to talk about LeBron James in the story of the NBA. He's one of the main people that have to be talked about in contrast to LeBron James, as well as probably the number one, Steph Curry. But yeah, Kawhi would probably be the number two, I would say.
So if these guys meet next series, who taking it? Yeah. If the because right now they down, but anyway, if they can get past Sacramento.
Yeah. If the Warriors versus who? The Lakers?
If the Warriors can get by Sacramento, obviously.
Well, I love that series. I think that series is very interesting. Excuse me. It's tough because I honestly think that the Grizzlies are probably a better team. Like if you had asked me before the playoffs, I would have thought the Grizzlies would have beat either of these teams, to be honest.
Me too. I thought the Warriors was going to lose to the Grizzlies in the second round. That's what I had.
Yeah. So I mean, this is interesting to me. So,
but the Warriors, they do have back. They just got Gary Payton Jr., Gary Payton II, whatever. Nice. He getting some chemistry back with the team, and then old boy just came back. Wiggins. He's been gone for a couple months.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, whatever the hell's going on with him. Like, God bless him.
So that's two staples that haven't been playing pretty much with the team this whole season for the most part.
I agree with you. You're making sense.
That's why the record is what it is too.
Mm-hmm. Making sense. Yeah, I mean, damn it. I guess it's hard. It's hard not to go with the Warriors because the Lakers just came on so late. So yeah, I kind of have to imagine that eventually they're going to turn into a pumpkin on us, and they're going to run into something they can't overcome. So it is a really interesting series. It's much closer than I would have thought if you had asked me before the play-in, for sure. If you had told me Warriors versus Lakers before the play-in started, I would have been like, wash. It's a wash. Yeah, Warriors are taking that. But now I think the Lakers do have a real shot. But ultimately, if the Warriors are all back and healthy, then I think that they're going to be too much to overcome. For the Lakers. Yeah, I mean, honestly, do you agree?
Yes, I agree. I don't know. I honestly think the Lakers could get to the Western Conference Finals if they don't see Phoenix before that. I don't think they beat Phoenix. But I think they could beat any team in the West other than Phoenix.
Well, who else out there? This is what that's going to entail, right? Like if they win this next game, then they're gonna be in the Western. Next series. Yeah, if they beat the Warriors, then they will be in the Western Conference Finals at that point. So, yeah. So, what are you thinking, man? You think the Warriors or the Lakers?
Man, that's actually tough. I would go. I'll pick the Warriors.
Yeah.
If that happens,
it's so hard. Yeah.
It wasn't hard before, but now it's tough. Yeah. I think the Lakers did a great job of these guys they picked up. Like I was talking the other night, they picked up some hungry young guys who can get up and down the floor, who can shoot, they just hungry. They want to win. So they're going to do the right thing to actually win compared to the other guys they used to have, the older vets where, they've been in the league so long, they probably question different things. These guys wanna play. So Tyler, what's going on, sir? Tyler say fire.
Yeah, nice. No, I'm with you. This is fire. Yeah, I mean, so either way, it'll be interesting to see. I think the safe bet is the Warriors. But I think the Lakers got the tools. They can make it. They can make it happen. It could be an upset there. They've definitely proven that they're a different team from when they were in the regular season.
Yeah, Sacramento. You think the Lakers will beat Sacramento? Sacramento.
Same kind of. It's kind of the same feeling that I have with the Warriors. Although I'll say honestly, I think that the Lakers probably have a better shot against Sacramento because they're not as deep, in my opinion. Like with the Warriors, once they have Gary Payton come back and they have Andrew Wiggins come back, like that is a deep team. I'm talking the players I was talking about earlier that came on during that playoff run are still there. Kuminga's still there. I don't know what happened to him. He kind of like disappears in my opinion.
That'd be Curry.
Yes. Yeah, so I mean, Kuminga's still there, Jordan Poole's still there. Obviously, he's become even more consistent. So, I just think they will probably be too much for the Lakers to overcome. But the Kings, I think they're a young team, and it's kind of been a classic thing that I've seen throughout my entire life watching basketball, where young teams will have these really big moments where they kind of like arrive in a way, and then they'll have like an emotional letdown in the next round usually. Because they were just, at just such a high. Exactly. So it's going to be hard to come right back around after a tough series with the Warriors and then beat the Lakers. So I probably lean Lakers actually in that situation, the more I think about it. Yeah. But I do love what I've seen from the Sacramento Kings, and they seem like a team to, look at for the future.
The Aaron Fox is must watch. That's what I was saying the other day. I ain't really watched him that at all, to be honest. I mean, I've heard his name. I know he was a baller.
He's must watch, but you were fine. So I guess he's not really must watch, but that's fine.
Yeah, dude be balling.
Yeah.
The one thing Sacramento, I don't think is big enough.
Big enough? What do you mean? Like not a big enough place?
No, big enough on the front line. Not that the Lakers are super big, but I don't know.
Sabonis does lead the league in rebounds, so I mean,
but I'm saying after he go out though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think they have. But I think they have Trey Lyles over there as well, and then also when you're talking about the Lakers, for example, if it is in fact the Lakers, I mean, they're not a very aggressive and physical team, to be honest. Yeah. So I wouldn't be as worried about their size with that. I think they on the front court matchup, as far as that's concerned, I do think stopping AD is going to be tough for Sabonis from just a size perspective. But to be honest, with AD's not all that willing to play basketball in that way. So it'll be interesting if he plays to his strengths and can check his ego and not play like not play the sexy game that he wants to play and play, the game that's going to get him the win. Then I think that'll be a big contributing factor. I think he will do that, but so yeah, I agree with you to a certain extent, but I think like as far as rebounding goes, and in every other position other than AD is going to be a big factor for them, but really more on, I guess, I mean, obviously AD
don't want to play the 5, but that's when it makes the Lakers a better team. And then obviously they typically go small at that point, but he doesn't want to play the 5. And I think him not wanting to play the 5 just messes up his psyche. And
classic thing. This is a classic issue with basketball players, man. I don't get it. I feel like this happens all the time where there's players that they don't want to play a certain position. I remember it was an issue with Paul George. He didn't want to play the 4. He didn't want to be a power forward for some reason. And they were trying to play small ball at the time. And he didn't want to guard big guys on the other side of the floor, which, I get, I guess. But in AD's situation, it's so silly because you're giving up such an advantage by not doing that because he's so athletic, you can do it, but you're actually not really sacrificing much in size. So a lot of teams, to do that kind of style of basketball, they have to give up size. But with AD, you don't if he, just would play the fucking position you want him to play.
All that to put pounds. I'm watching them. I'm like, this man's at the 3-point line. God, dog. Like,
the power forward thing. Yeah, he was supposed to be way nicer when he moved to power forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Rudy Gobert. Go ahead, my bad.
He got little men on him.
Crazy.
And I'm talking guys probably 4 or 5 inches shorter than him, smaller than him. Oh, Clay just hit that thing again. And it's just, what are you doing? Back the man down, draw in a double team, pass out the double team. Somebody's open. Just like basic basketball 101 is what he don't do. And it'd be killing me. I don't even like to watch him play.
Lack of heart for sure is what does it for me. He's such the same. I mean, it's a good comparison to bring up him to Anthony Davis because they both like basically spite their physical gifts. You know what I mean? Like it's clear. Like anybody that doesn't have those physical gifts sees their physical gifts and are like, okay, well, obviously use that to get inside and play in the post.
Yeah, exactly.
And they
got quickness. You got foot movement. I mean, footwork over everybody, quickness over everybody. The average, typical center you're gonna go against, and both of them out there shooting three. Anthony Davis isn't so bad.
Well, and they refuse, and that he's not that bad because there's somebody there to check him. Thank God, you know what I mean for LeBron, honestly, in that situation, because it does prevent him from going crazy. Because they want to be fucking guards, and in Anthony Davis's situation, I know he was a guard for a long time, but it's like, bro, it's now the advantage is you're 6'11", you're super long, and you are a great ball handler compared to people that play your position. But don't make that mixed up when people like give you credit for being a great ball handler, because you're not in comparison to these guys that actually are supposed to be handling the ball on the perimeter. You know?
Yeah. Exactly, and I don't know, both of them really kill me, but Karl Anthony Towns just take the cake. I'm sitting there watching them games. I'm ready to throw up.
He might be gone, man. I don't know. When he was walking off the floor, I saw a video. It just looked sad. He basically looked like he was saying goodbye. Well, he literally was saying goodbye, but it looked like long-term goodbye.
I don't know where he's gonna go. I mean, obviously somebody pick him up. I mean, I'm not stupid.
For sure.
We need to go beat a three somewhere, but he couldn't guard no three. So.
No, somebody will pick him up and probably feel like they could convince him to play 5, and maybe they will. Hopefully that does happen.
Maybe they'll draw it up and more so make him play 5. Because I was baffled the other day. I watched him play, but I don't remember him playing that much out towards the 3, but I guess he's playing a different position too this year.
Yeah, supposedly was supposed to be the point. So if he goes to another team and they feel like they can either play him at a 4 and use him more effectively, or even if he may just be being emotional and shit with his goodbye, maybe they keep him and then they see what happens with another year. But the whole Gobert thing seems like it's falling apart towards the end of the season. They were fucking fist fighting on the court and shit.
He's so uncoordinated. It looked I crazy to watch him run.
But sometimes you need one of those guys that, you know what I mean, it's not about how it looks. They just
but I've seen him. The guy doesn't like a layup like this. Like what is he doing? And
he's clumsy. I agree with you on that. He's definitely clumsy, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes you have like the Vladivox, you know what I mean? They just got to be kind of like stumbling.
Vladivox better than that.
Yeah, maybe, but either way, I mean, what do you think about the Nuggets? That's one thing I want to ask you before we hop off here for sure. Do you think that they're a threat in the West legitimately, or do you think it's always going to fall apart?
It's always going to fall apart because I think they waited too long. Their window, the team that they have now, they're pretty darn good. But I mean, because old boy had the back surgery when he came in the league, and then Murray, they got ballers. It's just they're not going to beat Phoenix, even if they get there. They're not going to beat Phoenix or whoever they end up playing. They're going to win. Who they play this series?
They just beat somebody.
They just beat Minnesota.
Yep. Smoked their ass.
Who they play?
Oh, you're saying who they're going to play now?
Yeah.
Well, it got to be Phoenix, right?
I don't know. I ain't looked at the bracket.
Sure, yeah. So I was going off what you said when you said the Lakers would be playing the
Lakers would be playing Golden State.
Okay, well then yeah. So on the other side of the bracket, it's got to be.
It ain't gonna be Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean,
unless somebody gets hurt, obviously.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, if it's just an overall better, well-oiled machine of a team, everybody's healthy, they might beat Phoenix. To be honest, they might. They're like the opposite of Phoenix, man. There's not. Well, it's just because Jokic makes it feel like there's not really a star because of how he plays, but in reality, that is what he is. But yeah, Jokic being there just makes it feel like there's no real like dominant stars. So, and they kind of just, they feel like the exact opposite of Phoenix. And I can see them giving them a hard time with just individual players stepping up. Jokic is somebody, that can have a great game. And then there's a guy right next to him that it looks like he had a way better game, but Jokic had, a huge impact on that guy getting those numbers. You feel him just an assist or, just being a gravitational force inside. Because a lot of teams don't have one guy that can handle him.
They got some ballers. But why they only play with 8-person Denver? Man, they got some
rotation. Yeah, they only got 8-person rotation.
Huh?
Are you saying they only have an 8-person rotation?
Yeah, the rest of them. Well, I guess the rest of them was DMP did not play. I mean, they got Reggie Jackson over there.
Okay, sick. Yeah, nice.
But he ain't even play. They got Bruce Brown. Dude be balling.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Nice.
Yeah.
Solid dude. They just come off the bench. The rest of these jokers. I mean, DeAndre Jordan, he just holding on for dear life.
Just glad he got a job.
They got a nice squad, but I don't know. I don't. I mean, Caldwell Pope, he be shooting that thing sometimes.
Exactly. Step up in a big moment. And then the reality is that Jokic gives you sneaky production because he makes it where there's consistently one of these guys who can step up through his ability to distribute the ball. So that's something that he's consistently providing. And then sometimes, he will give you 28, 35. Like, don't get it twisted. So yeah, I don't know. They're a dangerous team. I wouldn't look past them if I was the Suns, but I do, it's hard. Yeah, I wouldn't bet against the Suns though, by any means. I like what their team's made of.
They're trying to hurt my dog Curry now.
No, man.
Curry now.
Who?
I'm trying to break my dog Curry ribs.
Get him out of here. We're trying to win this.
But old boy played tonight. They said that he was going to be out. De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, he playing out here balling.
Good move.
You know what I'm saying? John Morant needs to start knocking on people sometime. He's going to kill himself.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and sometimes it's just not the best shot. So yeah, some of those you talk about. Yeah, he's wilding out that game.
He tried to dunk on everybody, John. So I mean, did you? Well, I ain't gonna say that happened, but I don't know. I was gonna say, did you see Derrick Rose? But they ain't what happened to Derrick Rose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some other shit definitely happened. A lot of shit in between, to be honest.
Yeah,
the Derrick Rose story's crazy.
Where's Derrick Rose, man? God, he hurt. What, did he retire or what?
I think he was. I feel like I'm wrong.
On the Knicks.
That's what I was gonna say, but I think he's gone. Maybe not. I don't remember anywhere he was at after that.
Yeah, I don't think he ever left the Knicks.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, he still plays on the Knicks. Yeah, let's see. Has he been playing? Yeah, he played 2 minutes in one game. All right, well.
I don't see him on the thing.
I just Googled him, Cole. Last time he played was April 22nd. 21st.
I'm looking on the little app. They ain't even got his name down there.
Well, they might have let him go after he went 0 for 4 in 2 minutes of playing. They're like, hell no.
Crazy. He fell off like that. I mean, he fall off. He got hurt, obviously, but
yeah, I mean, he fell off though. So I mean, you weren't wrong.
Damn.
After stealing that MVP from Braun, makes me sick.
Whatever. Good job, man. Good job. Good job. Because Jordan should have won it every year he was in the league.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, LeBron definitely should have won it that year. And there's a few more years that LeBron got suckered out of it, but whatever. They want to keep giving it to other people and want people to feel like, it's equal playing field or whatever. But yeah, that's why Aaron Rodgers has more MVPs than anybody in the NFL, I think, ever.
What?
I think Aaron Rodgers has the most MVPs of all time.
For real? How many he got? That's crazy.
Here you go. Yeah, I think he has 3. Let me look it up. Hey man, like I said when I hopped in the stream, man, they took your boy's stream. They took me down. That's what they do to me. What was that
tonight too?
Yeah, talking about community guidelines with the bullshit. Jesus.
Tonight. What the hell y'all was talking about?
Well, I don't know if it was for tonight. Actually, I think it was for the Kia Boys video. It said, but shit, we were just vibing. It was the Kia Boys that was stealing shit. Jesus, but you know how that goes. So actually, he has 4 MVPs. So
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. 8. They like to sit and just shit on him. Fucking, I don't even like Aaron Rodgers like that. They make me come out and defend him now.
I used to like him.
Yeah. Has the most MVPs in the NFL. Yeah, I gotta confirm this before I hop off here, man. For real. Goddamn, Peyton Manning. Fuck. All right, so Peyton Manning got the most.
Oh, how many got? My dog.
Got 5.
5 MVP. That's my dog right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
They would have Bob Sanders more.
Fucking overrated.
Another Super Bowl or so. At least one.
Hell no, because he kept choking. What the fuck? He specifically, they're giving him MVPs. He was specifically responsible for playoff losses. Makes no sense. But okay, Peyton Manning. All right, Peyton Manning got that fucking huge forehead. I'm up here looking it up right now.
Got that go ahead, forehead.
Go ahead forehead. Yeah. Oh, that's all right. So let's see here. MVP seasons 2003. 4,267 yards. By the way, we laugh at those yards nowadays. 29 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. That's like Russell Wilson did that his first year. That's nuts.
What year was that?
2003. Then 2004, they gave him another one. 4,500 yards and 49 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. He literally threw 20 more touchdowns the following season. I need to see who got robbed in 2003. This man threw less than 30 touchdowns and got MVP. Makes no sense. All right, so 2008 he had 4,000 yards, just over. What was that?
Mama, there go that man.
Yeah, what the fuck ever. He had just over 4,000 yards. Once again, numbers we laugh at now. You know what I mean? Like that's like running. That's dual threat quarterback numbers. You better come with an extra 500 in the ground if you're doing that. 27 touchdowns, less than 30 again, and 12 interceptions. More interceptions than the previous one. I got to see who was up for contention in these years. This might just be quarterback bias. Honestly, I'm really shocked.
Always a quarterback though. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean their records are nice. Like they're 12-4 this year. That they won 12-4 this year. 2009 when he won it again, he went back to back 2 times. They're 14-2, so hard not to give it to that guy. 4,500 yards and 33 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. Almost 20 interceptions. Now at least he has over 30 touchdowns in that case, but still, I don't know, man.
But what about the Broncos the first year?
Yep, and then we got Denver right here, 2013. 5,400 yards. So this is more than 1,000 yards than what he threw for in 2 of those other MVP seasons. 2 of them.
Whoa. He won MVP?
He won MVP this year, yep. And then he got 55 touchdown passes.
Yeah. I think somebody broke that, right? Brady got that now? Probably.
No, that was the one that when he broke Brady's. So he broke the record in 2004. He threw 49 touchdowns. Makes sense he got the MVP that year. So yeah, he broke the record then. It was 46, I think. 48 or 46. And it was Dan Marino then. And then Brady broke this record, the 49 touchdowns, and threw 50 touchdowns. And then Peyton broke the record a couple years later and threw for 55 touchdowns.
That's 5.
Yeah, so he said, fuck that. I'm going to up it by 5. I know Dan Marino did some crazy shit, like broke the record by like 12 touchdowns or something nuts. But yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna say Peyton Manning probably didn't deserve these MVPs, but that's fine.
Stop it. That's blasphemy.
Just another case of fucking white man stealing shit.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, as he does.
You know what I'm saying?
As is in his nature. I'll play him.
Yeah, that is interesting, though. But yeah,
that is interesting. Hey man, just go ahead. I don't know, just a little bit more. I'm trying to see right here if it, because I pulled up the season. If it could show me the like runner-ups for the MVP, that'd be sick. Oh fuck no. Yes, it did. I think no, it didn't. Okay, it doesn't show me exactly. If I click this, it might, but it does show me the other players that were all pro at their positions. So let me just tell you a few of them real quick. Adrian Peterson probably should have been MVP. What the fuck? Over this is the bullshit season. Huh?
What Peyton Manning did that year, though.
This is the first bullshit season. But let me see here. If I could pull up MVP. Okay, hell yeah. All right. So yeah, it'll give me like some like runner-ups in this view that I'm looking at now. Damn, but I gotta like, oh my god, how's he have the first, second, and third vote? AP. This is like different people's MVP, I guess. All right, well, never mind. So it's not gonna show me the order, but so 2003, that was the bullshit season for Peyton Manning. He won it. Let's see. Steve McNair was like a tie.
2003.
Yeah, Steve McNair went off a little bit, but he didn't play the whole season. They also gave somebody else gave an MVP to Jamal Lewis.
Oh, the year he had that
2,000 a year. There were yards. Golly, come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Manning over here threw under 30 touchdowns. What are we talking about right now?
But it probably depending upon the Ravens record then.
2003, 29 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Fucking average.
All of it.
Jamal Lewis. Let me see here real quick. Yeah, he should have definitely got that. I mean, I don't know. There might have been another player that might have deserved it even more, to be honest. Yeah, looking at this, 2,000 yards, 14 touchdowns. What was Baltimore? What was that?
Peyton the GOAT, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just gonna give it to him. So yeah, all right. Well, shoot, brother. You know, I don't usually don't even stream this long, so I'll be going for hours and hours. Don't even get me started. I'm doing research right now. We can bounce off here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm about to get off call, but hey, appreciate you coming on. You know, trying to sustain yourself, even though you didn't go to do a good job. But hey,
I actually think I smoked you, to be honest.
Oh, I mean, that's
yeah, I
what
think
you
I
always think. And
well, because it does always happen. But yeah,
the water murky.
Play that project, Julio, man. Stop bullshitting. I need to hear that.
Julio, cool.
Go ahead and praise him real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and hop out. Love you, brother. I might need to hop on your stream more because they keep banning me, man. I don't even know. I need a moderator. So your boy's too wild. but yeah, man, I'll holler at you. Let this project Julio run out. I appreciate you. I appreciate him. I appreciate Deuce. All that. Deuce is over there sleeping in the corner. I love that, man.
All right, cool. We out. Hey, anyway, man, I appreciate y'all coming on out, joining your boy for the night. Went a little long tonight. Well, hour, almost 2 hours. Ain't nothing major. You know what I'm saying? But we got the Warriors Kings game on right now. Warriors up a little bit right at the halftime. But we about to get out of here. Y'all know what we do. Project Julio.
I'm never seen with the one, and I'm not rapping for fun. I'm not popping with guns, I just pop it with puns. I hang with Jesus the Son, the devil trying to be done. It was a 3-on-1, the lightning crashed like thunder. You gon' burn and live right under. You just cannot win this, cause it is finished. Look, draining my life, then God replenish. Say you were God, you should have stayed in your place. But that's not the case, so clean your mouth out. I'm not talking toothpaste. Look, in present tense, I'm making the ground shook. Got verses after verses, but I'm missing a hook. Have you ever read his book? Read the rainbow, go ahead and take a look. Grilling bars, just call me alcoholic cook. Spitting like a pro, but I'm really just a rookie. I got me a weapon and it ain't got no steel, straight leather. And this is how it feels to spit something real. Make these demons squeal. High pitch, false chord inserted right here. On the forehead got a seal, yelling to you dogs finna make you all heal. When the underbelly's yellow like banana peels. Try your best not to get caught up in your feels. Barking at you big like I'm trying to sign a deal. Guess you got a line but you're missing all the reels. Then some fake people come and they'll just appear. I gotta stop this, I'm feeling nauseous. Getting sick of this flow, I keep on coughing. I got a feeling we're old like Tupac and Biggie in the prime of hip-hop. And these cops on the Brooklyn Bowl spitting at him with acrylic. Gotta paint a picture and rate him like man feeling. Stay a fan, you own my ceiling. Jesus died, but he is risen. A rock can't stop my God, he's not in the tomb, he's gone.
Hello? yeah, that's me. No, the whole thing was me. You got me a shoe, like, nah, yeah, no, but it might blow up, you know, it might blow up, but I don't know, but it might. Yeah, I might make a part two.
Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go get that Project Julio fire. Make sure y'all download this on all streaming platforms. And with that being said, we out to the next one.